Welcome back, everybody.
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
Okay, Arrested Development. We laughed our heads off in the first episode.
You really have to pay attention because it was a really great, the thing that stood out to me among obviously the great performances from a really deep and talented cast is you set up a lot of jokes really early in the episode and it got paid off like closer towards the end. It was like, man, there's like some of those jokes for like 10, 15 minutes in between setup and payoff, which is great.
Well, I'm really surprised because I've heard about the show forever and it has its diehard fans. I didn't think it was going to be like this for some reason. I thought it was going to be more of like a sitcom situation.
I did too. I was like, okay, so it's a sitcom. Because, I know that, like, what I know about it from when it was on was everyone was very excited about Jason Bateman's comeback, which is great because, I love Jason Bateman.
Me too.
And this is the show that really brought him, like, oh, wait, now that he's not a child actor anymore, now he's an adult. He's really, really capable actor.
Yeah.
I always thought, okay, it's a sitcom, and it didn't do big numbers, right? Like, it was always on the verge of cancellation on Fox.
A lot of folks that were filling us in on that on Patreon, they said, it didn't do very big numbers. It was ahead of its time. There's a joke in almost every sentence.
See, that makes me think of 30 Rock, kind of like that, right?
Yes.
Also a show that didn't do big numbers, but that's just because it was ahead of its time. It should have done big numbers.
I've never seen comedy on TV like this until we started watching 30 Rock.
Right.
Obviously, this predates that, but I mean, still.
Right.
Even watching 30 Rock for the first time, like, I didn't know the funniest show I thought I ever saw on TV was like The Office, right?
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Or like a dumb show like South Park or something like that. And then you watch this and you're like, oh, it can be both. You can kind of merge the crude humor and like really smart joke writing into one show.
Yeah, just kind of run the gamut on low ball and high ball comedy. I just don't think audiences were at the time ready for it. I think the traditional sitcom model that we had for 50 plus years in America, it really has taken some pioneers like Tina Fey, like this show.
Yeah.
A lot had to like kind of chip away at the expectations of what a sitcom is.
Also, yeah, that is Ron Howard narrating it, apparently.
Yeah, that's why I saw it too. Like,
every episode.
That's really cool. The Ron Howard stays around for the whole run of the show.
That's insane.
Yeah, I was like,
that's crazy. Like, I can't believe that. Like, how is this not the biggest show of all time? Like,
right? It's like it's Ron Howard produced show.
It really blew my mind just reading about everything behind the show. Even at the very end of the episode, it was like next time on Arrested Development. That's not the next episode.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's just a bit.
Yeah.
Like, that cracks me up. I can't believe that this was on TV and people didn't get it. Like, I feel like if I would have watched this on TV, I just would have been addicted to it.
Yeah, this was really solid. Again, it's time period for sure, and what audiences are used to. You turn on a sitcom. Oh, Jason Bateman's on a sitcom. He's done sitcoms before, so you're like, okay, Jason Bateman sitcom. I'll check it out. I haven't seen him in a while. And then you get this, which is just like 30 Rock, super frantic, right? Like just everything. All the characters are great, but they're so cranked up that anything is possible to come out of somebody's mouth on the show.
And also, we forget this was on a network.
Right, yeah,
that might be part of it too. People like watching network TV being like, should I be watching this?
Well, I mean, I kind of feel like it's still the case now. You turn on network TV and it's like, this is pretty formulaic, pretty tame, pretty episodic, right? The idea that at the end of the sitcom, you're right back at the beginning for the next one, or the end of the episode, drama or sitcom, right? So that like you can jump in anytime and jump out anytime and not really miss anything.
Sure.
And this isn't that. And I really think that like was jarring for people.
Now, for those of you that love this show, I just have a question. Obviously, this I remember hearing about Arrested Development forever before they brought it back on Netflix. If they didn't bring it back on Netflix, is this the best comedy of all time? Because from what we've heard, is the last two seasons on Netflix
were terrible.
Terrible.
Right. Unwatchable.
Did that hurt the legacy? Also, did it not work because of that Netflix formula? Because it was on TV, I think people caught it, and the people that loved it, they loved it, obviously, because it did break the conventions. And because they had it for so long, Netflix just puts on a streaming service. Does that ruin it in any way?
I don't think so. I just think from what I understand, the writing's just bad.
The writing's just bad?
Yeah, it's not the same show.
Because you get what I'm trying to say. There's probably a bit of a shock.
Sure.
Shock value to the show being on network TV at the time, because it was probably this and then like American Idol. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
It being on Fox. I think American Idol's on Fox.
I have no idea. I don't watch reality
I'm trying to
TV.
think of what was on TV back in the day, because like 2003. But anyways, we should probably get hopping into the episode.
We do want to go ahead and welcome Liara Simpson and Kevin L. to our Patreon group. Thanks so much, guys. We're very happy you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you guys are watching us on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you'd mind hitting the like button for us, leave us a comment down below. And please, 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 the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the new content we've coming your way.
If you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or are currently watching, please check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. On all shows we're watching, including Arrested Development, we're at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we are on YouTube. So if you catch the YouTube edits here and want to keep going, you can do it on our Patreon page. You're going to have to sync and watch along on your own streaming service or DVDs or whatever. You're only going to see and hear us due to copyright law. We're also watching, as we mentioned before, 30 Rock as a Patreon exclusive and 11 and well in season 2 on that.
Good pairing. 30 Rock and that's development.
Another setback for the once prominent Bluth family as their frozen banana stand, a Newport Beach landmark, burns to the ground.
Okay.
Michael Bluth was trying to save the Bluth Company, but his father was making it difficult.
I need the flight records.
Just eat an ice cream bar.
Yeah.
Trying to find some money for the family.
There's always money in a banana stand.
I've heard that line before. I think I've had friends that have used that. There's
Yeah,
always money in
I've
the
heard
bananas.
that.
I didn't know it was from this.
I haven't had a vacation in years. This is my vacation.
Vacation.
I'm sleeping well.
You're doing time.
I'm doing the time of my life.
Is that a pumpkin?
Hey!
Oh, Patrice O'Neill, R.I.P.
Patrice.
Yeah.
He's checking out today.
Yeah.
Well, guess every vacation's got to come to an end.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to give him a job at the company. Sales.
I'm not going to do that.
Why not?
Well, because
he's a
we don't
flamer?
have any
Because I
money.
told you that.
It's for the gods.
That confidence.
George Michael was having a hard time adjusting to his new one.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
Poor
Get
man.
up!
Do you want to hop on your cousin's lap there, please?
Whoa, bumpy road ahead.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't believe they put this on TV.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I used to be just like you when I was a kid. I used to love it there.
It's going to be our best summer ever, Mikey.
That kid did look like Jason Bateman. Dead dove.
That's got to be Job, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what I expected.
You certainly haven't been shopping. The only thing I found in the freezer was a dead dove in a bag.
You didn't eat that, did you?
What is he playing over there?
I'm a magician.
What is your return policy?
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Lindsay's achievements in high school had always overshadowed
picture.
Michael's.
That picture.
The other guy was Richard Danish.
You know something, Lindsay? You might want to start thinking about the example you're setting for your daughter, unless you want her to end up just like you.
Yeah, shoot me when that happens.
You're not telling my daughter what to do. She's a child.
No, I'm not.
I can work.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
It can get pretty hairy in there, and
Fine, do what you want. If I know my daughter, that stand won't be there in a week.
That's true.
Yeah.
You stay on top of her, buddy. Do not be afraid to ride her hard.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe this is on TV. Like, I really can't believe that.
They really walked the line, didn't
That's what
they?
I'm saying,
Yeah.
right?
The standards department was like, no, okay.
That's what I'm saying with the shock value. People probably loved it because it's so different.
Oh, so it all has to even out? Easy. Banana. Fuck.
That's not how that
That's
works.
backwards.
Yeah.
You need to add bananas.
Haha. So, Mom, I'm trying to find...
I don't know where they are.
Oh, yeah.
But how should I know where the records are kept? Your father's in charge of all that.
No, I'm in charge of all of that.
Yeah.
Something Dale. I don't know. Brookfeather, Rain Tree. It's hot. It's very hot there. I've never been. Get a warrant.
I love her timing.
Yeah.
Where's the storage unit?
It's with your warrant. Loose! That coat cost more than your house.
Oh my God, she sucks.
Actor Paul.
I guarantee that is not a magazine for actors.
Yeah, tractor pulls, what it said.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all these parts.
Oh my God. He's so dumb.
He's an idiot.
I talked to the IRS, and they want to come by your apartment today to see if you charge any big-ticket stuff to the company. Furs.
Oh, that's smart. She's going to take it to the storage unit. Take a bus.
She's pulling a rack of coats on a bus.
Am I panicked about the fire, or am I being brave for everyone else?
The fire. It's a fire sale.
Oh. Okay, I didn't,
Yes, that guy's hair looks ridiculous, too.
It does.
Oh my God! We're having a fire sale! Oh, the burning! And scene.
Let's try that a little simpler, maybe.
No.
Oh my God. I'm ill.
The South Coast Boutique is having a fire sale.
South Coast Boutique? They're having a fire sale?
Oh my God, she's going to get the role.
Okay.
Did finally lead him to the storage unit. Unfortunately, it was on fire.
Of course.
Somebody wanted this place to go.
Yeah? What do you mean, arson?
Oh, definitely the work of a flamer.
God. That's really funny.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Patrice O'Neal is an arsonist.
Yeah.
T-Bone.
That's what he meant by that.
You're right.
Okay, yeah.
I thought that was Tobias's part.
Yes, no, I did not book this one. I think I made the fire too real.
Oh God.
My God, there's a fire sale.
You don't even have the job you thought you did.
But you don't have a job. You've got a job offer. Anybody can get a job offer. Well, we don't have the money, Pop.
There's always money in the banana stand.
The clicking.
George Michael is running the frozen banana stand now?
That's right, yeah. You sit with that. You think about that for a while.
George Sr. did think about that.
What is this going to lead to? Oh, okay.
Patrice is the banana stand.
We throw away a banana
my
for every
God.
bite we take so no one finds out.
I think you should do that math again.
Yeah.
Why? Is it wrong? It's fine. He's an arsonist, not an embezzler.
But he works for an embezzler.
Yeah.
He mailed the letter. That's not the point.
Job had not mailed the letter,
Oh my God.
dramatically hurled the letter into the sea. Cold dramatic gesture than he'd anticipated.
Good physical bit here.
The setup for this. Okay,
Yeah.
Will, you're going to be on the beach, and you're just going to keep trying to throw that get that letter in the water. I don't care how you have to do it.
The music's a nice touch, too.
That's my gal. Who would have imagined 2 actors in one family? We're like the Lunts!
Oh my God. I can't handle it. It's so awkward.
It is.
The same restaurant to celebrate the jobs they hadn't actually performed with money they hadn't actually earned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say what you will about him, at least he's happy for me.
Jeans in the
Yeah, he is. As we all do.
Right?
It's your mom and Genki. What are they doing here? They're grown-ups. They're allowed to have fun whenever they want. We're kids. We're supposed to be working.
Kids were supposed to be working.
Oh, God, this is bad.
Look,
what are we going to do?
Pop. He's a businessman. What would he do?
Bananas, Pop.
Burn the banana stand down. Yeah. That's what the fire is.
Yeah.
George Michael does it.
So he did a little detective work.
You burned down the storage unit?
Oh, most definitely.
Dad still doesn't trust me to this day. He treats me like a low-level employee.
Better than being treated like the goofball, the joker, the magician.
I thought you were going to do like a trick there, like with a fireball or something.
I was, it didn't go off. God, these things never go off when you want them to.
I thought he'd like, let the dove go.
Yeah.
He's about to do something really irresponsible.
You think it's irresponsible? I'll be right there.
Yeah.
Michael realized he had done to his son what his father had done to him. So he came up with a solution.
Burn it down.
Oh, so it's on Michael that they burned it down. Isn't like their only source of income?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, I guess you get insurance for it.
Gonna be our best summer ever, buddy.
It's a banana stand, for God's
Right.
sakes. You know what I mean? Like,
Together enjoyed the
that's his name on the
cathartic
front of it.
burning of the banana stand.
You mailed that insurance check, right, Joe?
Oh my God. The dramatic roll away of the Segway.
The next morning, Lindsay woke up late in the day, hungover from celebrating her one day of employment, which it turns out she had slept through.
Oh my God.
Of course.
Burned it right down to the ground.
Are you crazy? There was money in that banana stand.
Well, it's all gone now, Dad, and it was my decision.
It was her only source of income.
Yeah.
There was $250,000 lining the walls of the banana stand.
What?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
There's always money in the banana
God.
stand! No touching! No touching!
Decides to rebuild.
You couldn't have called me? I can't swing a hammer? I got a rabbit to buy.
First off, I want to give a big shout out to Will Arnett because the way he was able to dramatically turn and roll the Segway off there, like a dramatic spin, that is really good physical comedy there.
I'm still dying at the
Dead rabbit, like
It's not even
not even a real throw, just dropped in the water
I
and walked
thought
off.
the dove was good. I thought the dove
Throw
was
the
so
dove.
good. And then he just, I'm crying right now. I'm actually crying.
Just a toss.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay, we're 2 episodes deep, and I think this is the funniest show we're watching. I love 30 Rock.
This is really funny.
I love all the shows we're doing. I love New Girl. I love them. I love them to death. But God, this is so effing funny. Like,
I
it's
don't
so
know
good.
how I didn't put it together before because I've heard the line. I don't know if it's like in memes and stuff, or if I've heard friends say it. There's always money in the banana stand,
God.
and it never even occurred to me, even though we were seeing the
I've heard
banana
it too.
stand was from this show. I probably heard that line 15 times.
The click. There's always
But
money.
the banana
Yeah.
stand,
Yeah. Like, we should have known, because the way he's like looking around after he says
right?
it, you know?
I didn't even think about it. I was
Oh,
like,
man.
that's your one business.
Dude, I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. Oh man,
Nice to see Patrice O'Neal though.
Jeffrey Tambor is really funny.
He's
I didn't know.
solid.
I mean, yeah, I knew he was funny. He's been in comedies, but like, he is really funny in this.
Right.
I'm glad that like he was on a show where he gets to do this week after week after week. He reminds me of like Fred Willard almost. Like Fred Willard is a completely different type of actor, but
Sure.
like they have that same kind of presence, you know?
Right. Kind of reminds me of Peter Boyle a little bit
Yeah,
too.
a little bit. Also, David Cross, dude.
David Cross is really solid on this.
Everybody brings their A game. The mom,
Yeah.
the Portia.
Portia de Rossi, I think's her name.
She is
Yeah.
insanely hysterical too.
The kids. Well, obviously Michael Cera is a talent for sure. It still works. But the girl who plays Maybe, I don't know the actress name. I don't know if I've seen her in anything else.
She's definitely been in stuff.
Has she?
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, she's done some dramatic work.
Oh, okay.
I think.
I'm sure. I'll look later.
I think all of them have gone on to do work after the show.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh man, yeah, the jeans in the shower. It's like everything, every little detail about the show is insane.
Right. Well, and it's interesting because a lot of the setup payoff relies on very specific dialogue. So I don't think there's a lot of improv in this, right? You can't, right? You really can't
That's a great
wander
point.
too far because of how much of the jokes circle back on each other, and,
Sure.
and the specific dialogue really matters so much. But I think there are moments they do. Like, I think the fire sale thing with David Cross, all those bits, all the cuts, I think that might have been a thing they just let him run.
Can't even see the knob.
I can't even see the knob was so funny. I don't know
love
why
it.
that got me so much.
Oh my God, there's a fire sale.
I made the fire too real.
Now, should I be scared or more heroic?
Heroic,
It's a fire sale. It's a fire sale. But like, you're right. The callbacks. Even the guy who was casting that commercial was Richard Danish. Who was in
the best hair guy. They really like the setup payoff
Yeah.
In like the patience with it. I get why people struggled with this when it was new. It's like you have to pay attention. You know, you have to hold on to it, and you really have to let things percolate. So when so when the payoff happens 5 or 10 minutes, even 15 minutes later, like when you're watching the 30 minutes on television, that it really lands. It's like that just got this. You don't get to see that payoff until it's over.
Yeah, I mean. If you came into this episode halfway through it, you'd be like, "What?"
Yeah, there are things you would lose. Yeah, you have to catch everything on one of these.
And we watched the whole episode. We're still kind of like, "What?"
Right?
It's so insane.
Well, and it's serialized, right? You have to be here for it. Like you miss an episode, you're going to come in kind of lost.
Well, imagine watching the end of the episode and being like, oh, okay, so next week that's what's going to happen. And you watch the episode, you're like, did I miss something?
There was no rabbit in this episode.
Dude, I don't know why that got me, but I was in tears, man. That really got me. Like that honestly was one of the funniest bits. Like that's great physical comedy.
Well, Will Arnett is a really, really good actor, right?
Yeah.
Got a great voice, does really good voice work, obviously. He's really funny, really knows how to handle a punchline. But I've never really noticed much of his physical, because he was great on 30 Rock, and what we've seen of him on 30 Rock.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of physical comedy there for him. But this is just, he crushes the physical comedy here. Yeah.
Like a fireball go off. It never worked.
Just trying to throw the letter into the ocean.
Man. I feel like this is a show where it's impossible to pick your favorite character. Because
everyone gets a moment. Like, the mother's name,
I forget.
Jessica, I think it might be Jessica Walter.
It is.
Because
Walters, yeah. I forget her name on the show.
Right. Yeah, it's their mom. I'm not really sure what her name is. But, God, she's so solid, too.
Her face. It's like, her timing is perfect. And the way she just, like, looks at her kids. It's like, it's so good.
I don't know what she's done before this show. Like, I'm sure that, Jeffrey Tambor had like a long career leading up to this, right?
Yes.
Long career leading up to this. And I'm not really sure what...
Did he be a professor in something? Was it like a...
Honestly, I was trying to think, like, how far back do I remember him? And the first thing I can think of, and this goes back to, like, before I was born, or really close to it, was when he was in Mr. Mom with Michael Keaton. That Michael Keaton with Terry Garr. He was Michael Keaton's boss in Mr. Mom.
That's what I'm thinking of.
And it's like, that's like early 80s, I think.
He's got like a really big bushy mustache in that.
Does he?
I think so.
It's been so many years since I've seen it.
I think he was in the Al Pacino movie Injustice for All.
I haven't seen that one.
I saw it one time when I was in high school. I was like trying to like watch all these movies.
Yeah.
I don't think I enjoyed it as much because I was like, oh, it's not The Godfather, you know? Right. But like, I think he's in that. I don't know. All I know is that, like, I love that he, like, his whole thing is he's just in prison.
Yeah.
And that, like, he's
having a good time.
Having a great time eating an ice cream sandwich, you know?
Let's try something. This show is completely riotous. I love it.
I'm kind of obsessed with it right now. This is...
Yeah. Very bingeable too, wouldn't you say?
I'm mad we can't binge.
Right.
I'm so mad.
That's one of the biggest compliments I can pay the shows we watch is most of them are so bingeable.
But like we say, the fact that we don't binge it is that we can appreciate it, we can think about it, we can pick down moments. It really does stick with us.
Right. And process before the next one.
Yes.
All right, we'll catch you in the next one, guys.
See ya.